everyone! Hello! My name is Jessie and I hope you're having a really wonderful, great day, right? Today, for Black History Month, we will be reading a story written by a Black author, and her name is Jacqueline Woodson, and she created this very, very beautiful story called The Day You Begin. And the illustrations, the beautiful pictures, are illustrated by Rafael Lopez. Let's get started and read The Day You Begin. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you. Maybe it will be your skin, your clothes, or the curl of your hair. There will be times when no one understands the way words curl from your mouth, the beautiful language of the country you left behind. My name is Rigoberto. We just moved here from Venezuela. And because they don't understand, the classroom will fill with laughter until the teacher quiets everyone. Rigoberto, from Venezuela, your teacher says so soft and beautifully that your name and homeland sounds like flowers blooming the first bright notes of a song. There will be times when the words don't come. Your own voice, once huge, now smaller, when the teacher asks, "What did you do last summer?" Tell the class your story. "We went to France," Shayla says. "3 shells came from a beach in Maine." A boy named Jonathan holds out a jar filled with tiny shells so fragile they look like they'll turn to dust in your own untraveled hands. "My whole family went to India, Spain, South Carolina." Each souvenir a small triumph of a journey. Their travels going on and on. And as you stand in front of that room, you can only remember how the heat waved as it lifted off the curb, and your days spent at home, caring for your little sister who made you laugh out loud and hugged you hard at nap time. You can only remember the books you kept reading. You can only remember the books you kept on reading long after she had fallen asleep. And in that room where no one else is quite like you, you'll look down at your own empty hands and wonder, what good is this when other students were flying and sailing and going somewhere? There will be times when the lunch your mother packed for you is too strange or too unfamiliar for others to love as you do. When even your own friend Naja will wrinkle her nose and say, "What's in there anyway?" And you'll wonder why she doesn't see the rice beneath the meat and kimchi. You'll wonder why she doesn't remember that rice is the most popular food in the world. There will be times when the climbing bars are too high, the run is too fast and far, the game isn't one you can ever really play. "I don't want him on our team." "You can watch. Maybe you can have a turn later." There will be times when the world feels like a place that you're standing all the way outside of. And all that stands beside you is your own brave self, steady as steel and ready, even though you don't yet know what you're ready for. There will be times when you walk into a room and no one there is quite like you until the day you begin to share your stories. My name is Angelina, and I spent my whole summer with my little sister. You tell the class, your voice stronger than it was a minute ago, reading books and telling stories, and even though we were right on your block, it was like we got to go everywhere. Your name is like my sister's, Rigoberto says. Her name is Angelina too. And all at once, the room where no one else is quite like you, the world opens itself up a little wider to make some space for you. This is the day you begin to find the places inside your laughter and your lunches, your books, your travels, and your stories, where every new friend has something a little like you and something else so fabulously not quite like you at all. The end. Wow, friends, we finished the amazing story. That was a really good book, and it showed even though Angelina was entering the school, we saw in this story, Angelina, right, she entered a new classroom, right, a new space, meeting new people, and even though she may have felt different, she may have looked different from her other classmates, different hair, different skin color, right? She realized that, hey, the other students, the other children in the class felt like that as well, right? She saw that they are different. Everyone is very different from one another. But she also recognized that there are similarities between those people, right? Like Rigoberto's sister, right? He said, hey, Angelina is also my sister's name, right? And then they started to talk, right? The day she began to say her story, the day Angelina began to share her story. And this story really reminds us that sometimes when we reach out and when we share our story, others will meet us halfway. Others can somehow relate, and others may also begin to share their story, right? Alright friends, thank you so much for joining me in reading this amazing story by Jacqueline Woodson, The Day You Begin. I hope you all are staying safe and doing well, and I will talk to you all very soon. Thanks friends, goodbye. Thanks friends, goodbye.